everyone, this is Meg. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is some health and fitness things. I had gotten a question about what I like to do to work out and kind of my fitness routine, so I am going to talk a little bit about that. And so first I'm going to talk about what I like to do to stay active. I do have a 2-year-old, so I kind of work my workouts in around her schedule and when my husband's home. We live pretty far from a gym, so I have to do everything either at home or take her with me, which is fine because it gets her outside and we really like going on runs together and walks and stuff like that, so it keeps our whole family active, which I really like. And I think it's really important to set a good example for her. You know, I just want her to grow up thinking it's normal to run and, you know, want to be outside and go on walks and stuff like that, not like it's a chore and it's something that she has to do. So that's really big for me and my husband. So what I normally like to do is pretty much every other day, or at least 2 to 3 times a week, I like to run at least 3 miles. If I'm feeling up for it, I'll try and run more than that, but it's gotten pretty hot here in North Carolina. So by 11 o'clock, it's usually like already in the 90s or like high 80s. So it's pretty hot, so it's hard to run with her in her stroller now that she's getting bigger and run for a longer distance. So most of the time during the week I run at least 3 miles. For me that's a good number because I feel like it's still challenging enough for me, but if I run less than that then I feel like I kind of like am going backwards. So it's a good number that I've found to kind of keep myself at a level where I feel like I could run more than 3 miles if I wanted to, but not be completely dying. So the stroller that I use to run with is the Bob Revolution, and it's the black stroller. We go on a lot of trails and kind of unpaved paths, and it works perfectly on that. So we really love it. Both me and my husband run with her in the stroller. So that's my main kind of consistent workout. We also try and do like a family walk if we can at night, if we have time or if it's not too hot. So when we do that, we take the dog, the baby, and then my husband comes with us, and we do at least 2 miles, and just, you know, at a normal walking pace. And I either have the dog or the baby in the stroller, so you still get a pretty good calorie burn in, but it's nice to like have that family time, get her outside. Now that she's getting older, she wants to walk sometimes with us, so she goes for at least like a half a mile and until she has to get in her stroller. So she loves it. She loves to help walk the dog. So we try and do that a couple times a week too. And then the other thing that I try and do at least once a week is go to a hot yoga class. We have a great studio in the town next to us, and I usually do the 90-minute hot flow. So it's 90 minutes of like a vinyasa flow yoga, which I was completely terrified to try. The first time I did it, my good friend Emily took me to the first class in Manioc, and I was literally petrified. I'm like, there is no way I can do this. It's going to be so hard. But I found that it's just the most like judgment-free, awesome workout. You feel like it's definitely a challenge, but you get a great stretch, but you're still building lean muscle, and it's definitely a challenge. So I highly recommend taking a friend or a family member, and if you've never tried it before, go with someone else. That way you won't be like so nervous. I know I was completely terrified, but I've taken my sisters with me. Pretty much all of my friends I've gotten to go with me. And my husband has gone, my brother-in-law, like everybody who has gone has ended up loving it. So it's just a really good workout, and I find it's really good at least to do once a week. So now that it's getting so hot here, I've been doing more workouts at home, kind of just in my garage with like a kettlebell, or even, you know, looking something up on YouTube with like a lot of squats, lunges. I jump rope sometimes in my garage as well, and I just kind of look to burn at least 300 calories in a workout. I feel like that's a good addition to my day where I can not be like hungry at the end of the day, because I eat around 1,400 calories a day, and I track all my food with MyFitnessPal. So I find if I burn at least 300 calories extra, that seems to keep the weight off and keep me in good shape. So I also use like 10-pound dumbbells, and I have a 15-pound kettlebell, and I'll just do random exercises or workout routines. I subscribe to Oxygen magazine and like Shape and Health and all that stuff. So if there's a workout routine in there that looks like I would like it, then I'll do that. and I just make sure I burn at least 300 calories in the day. So if I do like an oxygen workout kind of routine, then I normally burn about 200 calories doing that. So then I'll just add either a walk in as well, or I'll run at least 1 mile, and that'll get me another 100 calories. And then I feel like I've gotten a pretty good, well-rounded workout in. So those are the main things that I like to do. They're pretty much free except for the hot yoga, and that's like $12 a class. But I only do that once a week. And then the running, walking, and at home stuff is all like free. You don't have to pay for any of that, and you know, you get a really great workout in. So just definitely make sure, I would recommend to challenge yourself, and if you can, invest in a heart rate monitor. I'll talk about that. I have talked about that in another video. I'll link that down below. But I highly recommend getting a heart rate monitor because you can tell how many calories you're burning because it tracks your heart rate. So that's definitely made my workouts more efficient, so I don't have to work out as long because I know how many calories I'm burning, and then I can input that into MyFitnessPal. So it seems like a lot, I think, when I first tell someone like, oh, I track everything I eat. But honestly, like, I've lost 100 pounds since I had my daughter, and it's just like second nature to me now. If I eat something, everything's in there. You can either scan the barcode or you can search it. It's like a huge database. If you guys have never heard of it, definitely check it out in the App Store. It's free and it's completely worth it. So just running, walking, basic exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups, sit-ups, you know, using dumbbells and kettlebells. Definitely the internet is great, and I'm all about not having to really pay to work out, especially with, you know, having a toddler. It's when I can do it, I fit it into my schedule. So those are the activities that I like to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about, or like anything related to any of this stuff, just let me know. I'm not a personal trainer or anything like that, but I'll link my blog and my other video that I talked about my fitness stuff, because on my blog I talk about like recipes that I eat and workouts I do and stuff like that. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!